Hello everyone, welcome to BSR Physics Academy. Myself Swapna Varala. I'm going to teach you CBSE Physics 10th class. In this video, we are going to discuss about light reflection and refraction. So, in order to know about the light, first we need to know from where we are getting the light. In order to see any object which are surrounding us, we need eyes. Yes or no? Without eyes, we can't see any objects. And though we are having eyes, we need light. From where we are getting light? We are getting light from sun. Okay. From 8th and 9th classes, we are discussing, we are learning that light is a form of energy. Okay. Light is a form of energy. Light travels in the form of EM waves. The speed of light in air is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. These are all we are learning from grade 8 onwards. Yes, in this class, we'll discuss detailedly about light reflection and refraction. Okay, in this video, we'll discuss about the reflection. So first coming to the light. Light is a form of energy. Light travels in the form of electromagnetic waves. The speed of light in air is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay. Now coming to the beam of light. So what is beam of light? A bunch of light rays traveling in the path is called as beam of light. A bunch of light rays traveling in the path is called as beam of light. Okay. Now coming to the reflection. What is reflection? Every day we are having a habit to stand in front of the mirror and to see our face. Yes, to see our face in the mirror. If I'm the object, whenever I'm standing in front of the mirror, that will be my image. So that is my reflection. This is the terms in physics. When it comes to, this is the terms in actual terms. But when it comes to the physics, what is reflection? Bouncing back of light into the same medium is called as reflection. Bouncing back of light into same medium is called reflection. Okay, bouncing back of light into same medium is called reflection. This is the terms in reflection terms in physics. Okay, in order to know about the reflection, first we need to know about the plane mirror. Yes, we need to know about the plane mirror. What is plane mirror? Plane mirror is nothing but a plane mirror is nothing but one side it will be polished, highly polished, and other side it will be coated with any opaque substance. One side it will be polished, this side it will be polished, and other side it will be coated with any opaque substance. Any opaque substance. So this is called as mirror. Now coming to the reflection of light, we need to take a mirror, a perpendicular line which is drawn to the surface is called as normal. A ray which is striking the surface is called as incident ray. Now comes our term reflection. The bouncing back of light into the same medium is called as reflection. Bouncing back of light into the same medium is called as reflection. So this is the incident ray. Again, it is reflecting into the same path. It is reflecting into the same path is called as reflection. A perpendicular line which is drawn to the surface is called as normal. A ray which is striking the surface is called as incident ray, and it is reflecting into the same medium is called as reflection. The angle between the incident ray and normal is called as incident angle of incidence. The angle between the normal and reflected ray is called as angle of reflection. Once again, a perpendicular line which is drawn to the surface is called as normal. A ray which is striking the surface is called as incident ray, and it is reflecting into the same medium is called as reflected ray. The angle between the incident ray and normal is called as angle of incidence. The angle between the reflected ray and normal is called as angle of reflection. And this is the point of incidence. The point at which the incident ray strikes the reflecting surface is called as point of incidence. The point at which the incident ray strikes the reflecting surface is called as point of incidence. So these are the terms related to the reflection. These are the terms related to the reflection. Incident ray, normal, reflected ray, angle of incidence, angle of reflection. Okay. Now we'll discuss about types of reflection. Okay. There are two types of reflection. In that, first one is regular reflection or specular reflection. Another one is irregular reflection or diffused reflection. Okay, coming to the regular reflection or specular reflection, we need to take a mirror, plane mirror, a beam of light. Beam of light means a bunch of light rays. Okay, a beam of light is incident parallelly and the reflection also takes place parallelly. So this is called as regular reflection or specular reflection. A beam of light incident parallelly and the reflection it also occurs in parallel is called as regular reflection or specular reflection. Now coming to the irregular reflection. Irregular reflection occurs on an uneven surface, that means a rough surface. Here the incident ray occurs at different points and reflection also occurs at different points by obeying the laws of reflection. So here irregular reflection or diffused reflection, first it will occurs on an uneven surface, rough surface. So it occurs on uneven surface. Here the reflection occurs at different points and it obeys the laws of reflection. So what are the laws of reflection? Laws of reflection, first one and second one. So first law, incident ray, first law. Let us take this one. Incident ray, normal, reflected ray, all lies on the same plane. So what is the law of reflection in that first one? Incident ray, normal, reflected ray, all lies on the same plane. What is the second one? Angle of incidence equals to angle of reflection. What is angle of incidence? The angle between the incident ray and normal is called as angle of incidence. The angle between the reflected ray and normal is called as angle of reflection. So what is the second law? The angle of incidence should be always equals to angle of reflection. So for example, angle of incidence if I am taking like 40 degrees, angle of reflection should also be 40 degrees. If angle of incidence be 30 degrees, angle of reflection also be 30 degrees. Okay. So this is about the types of reflection and loss of reflection. Okay. Next, we are going to discuss about types of objects, types of images. Types of objects and types of images. So, objects are classified into two types. One is point object. The other one is extended object. Images are classified into two types. One is real image and another one is virtual image. Okay, coming to the point object. What is object? For example, if I'm standing in front of the mirror, I'm the object. Okay, if I'm standing in front of the mirror, I'm the object and my image is forming in the mirror. So that will be the image. Objects you can take like candle, you can take like pencil, anything you can take like you can take as the objects. So best example is if I'm standing in front of the mirror, I will be my object, I will be the object and my image is going to form in the mirror. Okay, point object is going to be represented with a dot and extended object for larger images will use this. So extended object is going to be represented with arrow. Point object is represented with a dot. Formation of images in a plane mirrors will use this dot object or pointed object. And extended object, it is going to be used for ray diagrams like for spherical mirrors, concave and convex mirror, or either for lenses also, convex lens, concave lens, will use this arrow. Okay. Real image. Coming to the real image Real image. It can be obtained on a screen. Real image can be obtained on a screen. Virtual image cannot be obtained on a screen. Real images are inverted. Virtual images are erect. Real images formed due to the intersection of rays. Virtual images after reflection appear to meet. Okay, so these are the differences between real image and virtual image. So real image can be obtained on a screen, virtual image cannot be obtained on a screen. Real images are always inverted, virtual images are erect. Real images are formed due to the intersection of rays. Virtual images are appear to be. Virtual images are formed after reflection and it will appear to be. It will produced backwards. So best example of virtual image is whenever we are looking into the mirror, the image, whatever the image formed is, that is virtual image, not real image. Why? Because real images are inverted. So the rays will form behind the mirror. The rays will form behind the mirror. So whatever the image we are getting in the mirror, that is example of virtual image. Is it clear? So these are the differences between real image and virtual image. And coming to the types of object, point object is represented with a dot, extended object is represented with arrows. This extended object is used for the formation of spherical mirrors. That means it will be used in the ray diagrams. And point object is used for the formation of an image in a plane mirror. So let us see that how it will be formed. Formation of image in a plane mirror by a point object. So using the point object, how the image is going to form in a plane mirror, let us see. So for that, we need to take one plane mirror. You can consider it as M and M dash. Always whenever we are drawing the plane mirror, in order to show the reflection, we need to draw first normal only. So draw one normal and another normal also. So let us place the point object. Point object is represented with a dot. A ray of light is incident and it is reflected. Another ray of light is incident. Another ray of light is incident and it is reflected. So if an observer observing from here, where the image is going to form? The image is going to form here. Understood? So how the image is going to form? This is my object. This is my image. So always object distance should be equal to image distance. When a ray of light is incident and it is reflected, another ray of light is instant and it is reflected. But where the image is going to form, there the intersection of rays will be. There the image is going to form. Where the intersection of rays, there the image is going to form. Here the image formed. Yes, formation of image in a plane mirror by a point object. Is it clear? Yes, understood? Next, let us discuss about ray of light incident normally. Ray of light incident are normally on a plane mirror. So this is the important. Okay, this is the important topic. When a ray of light is incident normally on a plane mirror, first we need to take one plane mirror. Always it should be coated. Next, we are taking one ray. Consider this is the O and A. When a ray of light incident normally, here OA will be the incident ray, AO will be the reflected ray. That means it retraces its path. If I am taking the plane mirror, whenever it is incident normally, OA will be the incident ray, AO will be the reflected ray. It is reflecting in its own path. It retraces its own path. So if it is incident normal, then what is the angle of incident? Angle of incidence will be 0. Even angle of reflection will also be 0. Understood? A ray of light incident normally. When a ray of light is incident normally, OA will be the incident ray, AO will be the reflected ray. That means it traces its own path. It retraces its own path. So this is about the ray of light incident normally on a plane mirror. Okay. Next we'll discuss about lateral inversion. So what is lateral inversion? Whenever we are standing in front of the mirror, then I will be the object and my image is going to form in the mirror. So if I'm showing my left hand, in the image it will be my right hand. If I'm showing my right hand, my image will show the left hand. Yes, the interchange of right side and left sides, the interchange of right and left sides in the plane mirror of an object is called as lateral inversion. Once again, the interchange of right and left sides in the image of an object is called as lateral inversion. One example we'll take. If I'm taking the letter F in the mirror, it is going to show like this. If I'm taking the letter E in the image, in the plane mirror, it is going to form the letter like this. C, D. And few letters will not show the lateral inversion. So what are the letters? A, H, I, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. So these are the letters will not show the even O also. Even O also you can take. So even O also you can take. So these are the letters will not show the lateral inversion. Only these letters will show the lateral inversion. So these letters are not noticeable. Understood? So once again, if I'm showing my left hand in the mirror, it will show my image will show the right hand. If I'll show the right hand, my image will show the left hand. The interchange of right and left sides of an object in a plane mirror is called lateral inversion. Okay. Next we'll discuss about the characteristics of a plane mirror. The following are the characteristics of a plane mirror. So first one is the image formed by a plane mirror will be virtual. It will be always erect. The image formed by a plane mirror is virtual and it is erect and it is laterally inverted. The object size is same as the image size. The object size is same as image size. So these are the characteristics of a plane mirror. Hope you understood the video. We have discussed the basics of the reflection of light terms. Yes, in the next video we'll discuss about the spherical mirrors and formation of images using the ray diagrams.